Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. It is the 21st of August and it is hot. But that's what you come to expect living in Northeast Texas like this. Some of the hottest temperatures of the year. And we have like triple digit heat index, 103, 105 for like the next 5 to 7 days. So really hot. And you would think that the only way to catch a bass this time of year would be offshore, deeper water. It's cooler down there. Probably that's where the bait is. And there's a lot of truth to that. Brush piles, deeper docks, different stump rows, fence lines, road beds, different things like that are really a great place to catch them. But I want to share with you two baits that I feel like you do not want to miss out on because it's just a lot of fun. You may not catch the biggest ones, and chances are you're gonna catch smaller schooling type fish. What I'm gonna share with you guys is the early signs of that fall fishing is on its way. And you're gonna probably say, well, what are those fish gonna be doing up there in that shallow water when it's water temperature around here is probably high 80s, low 90s, yes, low 90s. And you're thinking, what are those fish gonna be doing up there? Well, the reality is that's where most of the oxygen is. So there's a lot of oxygen from the wind and wave action, pleasure boaters, different things like that. There's oxygen in that really shallow water. So I'm gonna share with you two baits that you can get some fun strikes with, some good fishing with. And of course, timing's gonna be key. That's gonna be critical to getting some of these bites. But it can be done. And persistence too. Even during the hottest part of the day, you can still get bit doing these things. You're gonna be surprised when I tell you what it is. But before I get into it, please, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Love to hear from you guys. So the bait I'm gonna talk about is a topwater walking bait. I know some guys that I've had in the boat with me over the years struggle with a walk the dog type topwater bait, but take the time, learn to fish a walking style bait. In this hot water, this part of the year, late August, moving into September, there's gonna be some fish that are chasing these, they're wolf packs. 2, 3, 4, 5 fish, maybe a little bit more up there, chasing pods of bait, chasing bluegill up there, shallow water, and a walking bait's a great way to catch them. Now again, the key is timing, because it's not going to be just widespread all throughout the day, but there's going to be periods throughout the day where you're just trying to collide with that activity, and you can get some pretty cool topwater blowups with a walking bait. Some of these more natural colored ones, or even knocking style ones, this one's a striking hard knock, sexy dog. And then in super clear water, I would definitely go with a clear. That's the clear sexy dog. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some teeth marks on that bad boy. And then this is clear sexy shad. That one's also caught me a lot of fish, big fish too. And sometimes in that more stained water, a bone. You can also fish some of these more ghost minnow type patterns. These are going to be great in that super clear water, and that can happen in super clear water and in more stained water. So topwater walking baits for fish that are wolf packing on pods of bait fish, threadfin, gizzard, glass minnows, shoreline minnows, shiners, different things like that up in the shallow waters. Believe it, it's happening. And it's always kind of a challenge to know when that first begins, what part of August, first week, second week, third week, fourth week. It's generally the latter part of August and really starts to pick up through September. Again, it's the early signs of what's happening and what's coming for the fall feeding frenzy. But it does happen. It's in that shallow water, even in that super, super high water temperatures. So that's number one, definitely the topwater walking bait like a striking sexy dog. Number two, a toad type bait. If I'm in an area where I'm throwing a walking bait and I'm getting stuff hung on my trebles, lily pads, grass, brush, laydowns, anything like that, then I'm gonna go to a toad type bait. And these toad type baits, rigged Texas like this with a 4/0 or 5/0 owner twist lock. This one has an 1/8 ounce weight on it, which is great because it helps you throw it and it rides more true like a keel through the water, works exceptionally well. And then a black, a white for more bait fish, and your brim colored would be like a green pumpkin pearl. So those are probably, I keep those color selections pretty simple. These are the hooks that I'm using, the owner twist lock, 4/0 and 6/0. This one's the 5132 161 6/0. That's a great hook for those toad type baits. And then this one's the weighted twist lock 5/0 1/8 ounce lead molded right onto the shank of the hook. Helps to keep the bait keeling in the water and helps you throw it a little further. So those are some baits that I think you do not want to miss out on as you're moving into that later part of August, first part of September. And I've already seen some of this happening. So get out in your local lake, maybe first thing in the morning, maybe late in the afternoon, but sometimes during the hottest part of the day. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for tuning back in my YouTube channel. And until next time, good fishing.